If you are new here, welcome to my channel. If you are not new here, my A1 Day Ones, like, what's good with y'all? So we're gonna do something a little different today because I often get asked random questions about, what's trending in the news, what's trending right now, hot topics, stuff that goes on social media. I'm going to touch on two topics right now that are trending. One is because this need to be said, okay? And two is because I feel like it's ridiculous, right? So the first one we're going to talk about is one that I feel like is ridiculous. And I've been seeing, y'all seen the video that went viral about the lady in the Cheesecake Factory, how the man took her on a date and she would not get out the car because it was at the Cheesecake Factory. Now, do I feel like the first date matters and where a person takes you? Yes and no. Now, I say no because at the end of the day, you cannot tell if a person is going to respect you, love you, be faithful, be caring, be chivalrous. You cannot tell those things based off of where they take you, okay? Just because a man takes you to Ruth Chris on the first date, don't mean he won't beat you 6 months into the relationship. All right. And just because a man takes you to Taco Bell on the first date does not mean when you have kids, he won't be there and step up to the plate and take care of his responsibilities. A place a person takes you on the first date is not going to dictate what type of relationship y'all are going to have. If you take me to J. Alexander, okay, that's a place up here in Jacksonville, expensive. Now, of course, there are more expensive places, but that place is expensive. Okay. If you take me there, that don't mean you're going to treat me right. That don't mean you don't have insecurities. That don't mean you won't be asking me to hold something on the first till you get paid. Like, it doesn't have any bearing. Just like if you take me to McDonald's, that don't mean you're broke. That doesn't mean you're cheap. That doesn't mean you don't value my time. You can't really tell too much about a person about where they take you on the first date. But then on the back end, you kind of can. So for me, I don't really care where we go on our first date as far as like a price point or, oh, if it's below this, then I can't date you because you cheap or you don't have money or whatever it is. Like, I'm not going to base it off of a price point. I will base it off of an experience. So I'm going to expect you to pick something that means something to you. If you take me to, let's see, Dave and Buster's, right? And you take me there because you want to see if I'm active, because you like to play sports. You like, you like being outside. You like trying new things. You want to see if I'll get out of my element. You want to see if I'm competitive. And you take me to Dave and Buster's. That's a win-win date for me because you had a reason to take me to Dave and Buster's. I don't want you to just take me to, what that place called? Something... Feo Go to Chow. I forgot. I went there with my boss for his birthday. It's very expensive. They sit there. You turn the the chow something. But they have like this little card. You turn it. If it's green, they come and they just cut meat all day long. It's like a buffet. They cut meat and feed you all day long. And if you turn it on red, then they don't come and try to give you meat. Like, literally, it was like a meat fest. Like, when I tell you they was walking through there all day long, like, I'm still trying to eat the steak you just brought me, and you over here talking about what I like some of this lamb chop. And I'm talking about they just keep chopping if your little card is on green. If you take me to a place like that and it's simply because you got money and you want me to know, like, oh, I got status and I can afford this, so we gonna go, that's not gonna impress me. If I ask you, hey, how come you picked this restaurant? Like, do you eat here? Do you like this place? Oh yeah, only the best for me. I would have preferred for you to take me to Dave and Buster's because you want to see if I was competitive. So I don't feel like the first date matters, but I do feel like it matters. Like, if you take me to a cheap place, but you took me there for a reason, then I'm going to be impressed that you thought about it. If you take me to an expensive place with no thought, and it's just because you want me to know that you can afford this, like, sir, I can afford this too, but I ain't finna come eat here. Like, so it's basically the person. Everybody is different. Some people you can't take to the Cheesecake Factory, as you can see, because they feel like it's an insult. And some people love the Cheesecake Factory. I personally love they red velvet cheesecake. So I don't like their food. I went there. I've eaten from them twice. I went on a date there one time. It was not the first date. I went to the Cheesecake Factory on a date one time, and then I ordered it, like, I think it was like DoorDash, Uber Eats or something like that. I did not like it when it came to me Uber Eats, probably because I had to heat it up so it didn't taste like, when they first gave it to you. I did not like it when they Uber Eats it to me. And then when I was in the restaurant, like, the food is just not, it's not a place. If I was hungry, that's not a place I would go for food. So if you ask me if I wanted to go to the Cheesecake Factory, I would say, well, can we go eat somewhere? Can we stop by and get that red velvet cheesecake? Not because I'm above the Cheesecake Factory. I've just eaten there and I'm not the biggest fan of their food. But that cheesecake, honey, they the best to ever do it. All right. And then topic number 2. I'm going to cross my legs on this, honey. I wish I had a cup of tea. I don't even drink tea, but I wish I had a cup of tea. So y'all know who Funny Marco is, right? He the guy that does the interviews, and it's like kind of awkward, but it's funny. Like, I love Funny Marco. You know, he's very entertaining. I like his interviews. So I'm sure y'all probably know who I'm talking about. And then there was this interview with G Herbo and with Southside. I don't know who Southside is. I seen later on TikTok, because I get all my news from TikTok. Because I don't watch the news, I just TikTok. And I guess the Southside guy is Young Miami Baby Daddy. I seen the clips of how G Herbo was acting towards Funny Marco, and then how Southside was acting too. Like, I didn't appreciate that, because for one, like, I don't really know G Herbo. Like, I can't name one song that he has. I just know, like, of him. I know his face, and I know, like, his name is linked to his face. I don't know what else he do. Like, I think Ari is his baby mama, but I don't know him, and I don't know Southside. But it was definitely giving light skin energy. Like, why y'all got on TV and did that man like that? And it just reminded me, because all people are people, even celebrities. They're just regular people. And it just shows me, like, when that stuff like that happens, it reminds me that we're all regular people, because y'all are really some squares. Like, why would y'all do that man like that? Y'all were acting like some real bullies, and just, that's how y'all treat people for real. And mind you, Funny Marco ain't, you know, the biggest celebrity in the world, but he's a celebrity. Whatever list he falls on, he's a celebrity. So if you treat celebrities like that, even if you feel like he's a lower level celebrity than you are, which I don't know where they rank at, but even if you feel like he's a lower level celebrity than you, that's how you treat celebrities. So how do you treat regular people? Like, how do you act when you go to restaurants? How do you treat groupies? Like, how do you treat people from your hometown when you go back to visit? Like, it just, what made you feel like that was okay to treat people like that? And then on top of that, you did it while a camera was rolling. Now, I'm not saying you're supposed to be fake in front of a camera or a computer on the internet. I'm not saying you're supposed to be fake, but we all know, okay, when you press record, you try to put your best foot forward. Y'all didn't care about acting like that on camera. Y'all know this man interviews go viral. Like, no shame. And when he threw that cup and hit him in the face, listen, like, it gave me flashback to my old days, and I would have swung on G Herbo. Like, I would have swung on you, because why did you hit that man with that cup? And then Southside, you just drinking out the cup. Okay, 2 grown men drinking out the same cup. Okay. And then there was an interview with Funny Marco and Chris Brown. And Chris Brown was basically saying, like, oh, why you let, you know, G Herbo them do you like that? And, you know, Funny Marco, he was professional. He was like, you know, kind of caught me off guard. Like, you know, he didn't really throw no salt or whatever. And then G Herbo, you had the nerve to make that video talking about, oh, whoever got my name in their mouth, keep my name out your mouth. Sir, first of all, you know who had your name in their mouth. And he didn't even have your name in his mouth. He asked Funny Marco why he let y'all do him like that. He didn't say nothing bad about you. He literally was asking that man why he let y'all bully him. And my money is on Chris Brown. Like, my money is on Chris Brown, because one thing about it, I love me some Chris Brown. I am team C Breezy, okay? From way back when. Chris Brown can do no wrong in my eyes. Yes, what he did to Rihanna was horrible, okay? Keep your hands to yourself, but nobody knows the whole story. I do not condone men hitting women, okay? I love Rihanna too. Like, my favorite male celebrity is Chris Brown. My favorite female celebrity is Rihanna. Like, I literally love both of them. But my money is on Chris Brown. Because G Herbo, you doing all of that. First of all, from where I come from, right? People who act like that can't fight. People who treat people like that for no reason cannot fight. So, you talking about why people got your name. You should have never did Funny Marco like that. What made you feel like it's okay for your light skin, highlighter self to throw that cup and hit that man in the face? And y'all was treating him like a peasant the whole interview. I couldn't have been that professional. I ain't that reformed. Like, y'all really tried that man, and you talking about keep your name. Sir, at this point, the way, like, people act, and it's like it's the way you act. Like, I do not like people who act like they're better than people. I don't care if you're rich or if you're not. Like, I don't care if you're a celebrity or you're not. You don't get to feel like you can treat somebody any kind of way and it's just okay, because you reap what you sow. Karma is real. And I hope you have the day that you deserve for doing Funny Marco like that. I really do. And guess what? That man gonna still be blessed because he handled himself. He was humble. And it's a lot of people like, oh, Funny Marco should have did this, that. Everybody's not confrontational. Everybody's not ready to lose everything because of one incident. Okay? Because even if he would have got up, fought him, you know, did all this kind of crazy stuff, would have went to jail, like, then he would have had all this bad publicity. Then, you know, people probably wouldn't have wanted to come. You have to think about, what about the people who don't condone violence? You know, the other kind of people. They probably wouldn't want to come to his show. So not everybody is, you know, violent. Now, me personally, I don't know how I would handle the situation, because I couldn't have fought him. But baby, that interview would not have went on. Like, I would have had to have somebody come to your house. Because, like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. But I'm team Chris Breezy. And that's on period. Now, there is a topic that I want to speak on, but I'm not. And that is the war that's going on over there between Israel and Palestine. Peace be to all, okay? Peace be to all. Peace be to all. I love y'all, and y'all have an amazing day. I will talk to y'all later.